And I'm back. You guys didn't have enough of me before. Here I am again. So excited to share all of these things. Now, I know it is almost 5 o'clock in Southern California. It is 7 o'clock in our Midwest Central Time and 8 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining in Eastern Time. Tonight, right now, I'm going to blow your mind and share all of this information, and then I'm going to post up the documents that explain it. I'm going to give you the QR code to my leader book with all the files. Again, so excited. And then I thought I had 3. I'm going to give away 2 make and takes. So I don't know who I'm going to choose, but I'm going to somehow, maybe I'll do a wheel of names, put everybody who comment on here, and put you in the drawing, and I'm going to send it to you. So if I reach out to you, I have 2 that I can gift. Actually, if you don't mind, I have a 3rd one. It's just missing a piece of material. Yeah, you know, I'm missing that 5th layer. I'm going to send them all. That's just how I roll. Who's ready? Are you ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Everybody who's watching, thank you for joining. You make my little heart so happy. I know, I can't believe it. Like, not just once, but twice. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Taylor. We were just talking earlier, yeah? Patricia, hello. Hi, Queens. How is everyone? Queens and Kings and all of my friends and family. I love you. And I appreciate you. But you can always come back this. I'm just going to get right to it because I'm that girl. I'm not going to sit on here and take 9 years to say hi to all of you. Hello, everyone. I love you all. But time is money, and I have got to share all of this with you. Woo. Okay, let's start. So we talked a lot in my last live with, that was the one a couple hours ago, and that was in regards to gathering and bringing our people together and how it really changes your team culture, your team dynamics, the cohesion in your group by doing gatherings. Again, some people are like, I can't gather. Get on a Zoom and make it fun. You could do the make and take via Zoom, okay? You could actually send this to them. You guys can all meet, right? And you could do it online together. There are ways to connect and have more fun than sitting and looking at each other and talking. We can dress up and do all kinds of things. Make your Zoom fun. But right now, I'm going to get started. It is 5 o'clock, and I'm an on-time girl. So, Wendy Heath-Newgass, once again, I'm back to share all the things. I'm going to start with my leader's lunch. I'm going to go a bit into retreats. Haven't done a lot of them. You guys are so kind to invite me to all of yours. I almost attend all of them. Not everyone, but if I can, I do. And then, of course, last but not least, our make and takes with this Scrappy Garland that is so fun. Remember, it could be something you do in a group. It could be something you do for your customers. But if you have them do like a 6-pack of bars or something along with it, it has to be private messaged, because that would be a personal special. Say, come do the make and take and pick a 6-pack of bars and make them pay. That would be out of compliance. So, private messages, project broadcast. So let's talk first about our leaders' lunch. What I noticed was there was a huge disconnect in my people that were turning out to be leaders. They were brand new, had a team of 1, starting off the leaders, and I felt like I had a bunch of them popping up at once. So I thought, again, even if you have 1, we need to give them a booklet. We need to give them a vision. We need to give them their wings to fly in their Scentsy business. Since I've given out this book, since I created this book, using everyone's documents, I'm going to be the first one to tell you I do not take credit for someone else's work. Some of these forms are mine. Lots of them are from other places and people and retreats and things that I've attended. So thank you, Scentsy community, for being so open and sharing. It gave me the wings to put this book together for my leaders and above. And I am going to drop the QR code so you can put it together too. So I lined up tables in my family room, okay? Put a tablecloth that I had. And the most important thing was creating this book, okay? There's little tabs on here. I wanted to set up tables because I wanted them to have a space to open their book, to write in their book, and to learn, ask questions. It was like a workshop, so to speak. There was maybe, how many do we have? I had 2 of my SSDs here with me. Evelyn was here and Rihanna. And some of our, I think we had like 22 people or something. It was a nice, beautiful, small size. Could you do it with 2? Yeah. Would I do it with 2? Absolutely. So I actually made lunch. I did. I made chicken salad sandwiches. It was very simple. They showed up at the home, and I had everybody's little name and their little leader book, and they were so excited to get this book. Now, to put this together, it did cost money. So if you want to do it like this, you can always print the pages off, staple it, and charge a minimal amount. If they want it in book form, then maybe you have to charge a little bit. Because I'm not asking you to go out here and spend money to help your leaders, but I'm telling you, giving them this will give them wings to grow their business. You know, that's what we want to do in our business and in our community. Not only do we want to be cohesive and we want to gather and create that team culture, but the second they become a lead, they have to know that's not the end. It's just the beginning of the fantastic leadership Sensei has to offer. So, remember, if you comment, I'm going to grab your name, possibly for the Wheel of Names. No pressure. Okay, so we know I made lunch. We know I set up tables, used tablecloths I had a bunch of folding chairs, and everybody came in, and I thought, I kind of did a timeline. I thought, I'm going to go through this book. I'm going to share. Midway through, we did a fun game. Oh, this was so fun. Because you got to get them out of that whole training for like an hour and a half. So we pulled back and we went in the backyard and we did this cowboy and Indian game where everybody lines up back to back, and then you turn around and you're either a cowboy or you're a bear or you're a ninja. So whatever it is, it's just a really fun game, but it was a way to connect the teamies together again. Learning, playing, learning, socializing. Building their spirits up as well. So I know somebody did a leader's lunch in here. I can't remember who it was. Was it Andrea? Anyway, they took some of these documents, used some of their own. Hello. I don't have everything you need for your business. I'm here to share the ideas. Use what you can take from me and everyone and make it your own. If you're like, oh, I love that book. I'm going to do it just like that. I don't care as well. Remember, this is a combination of a lot of great leaders, maybe even from another direct sales company. It's just a combination of everything. So let's talk about this. So in this leader's lunch, I just put a little quote on the front that leaders don't set out to be a leader. They make a difference. It's never about the role. It's all about the goal. So I'm going to drop these files in here, and you're going to see at the beginning, the first thing is dream big. It's the dream paycheck. Hi, it's upside down, okay? So I'm going to give you the tabs of where, so if you want to do this book and tab it off, I'm going to tell you right now. In this paycheck, number 1 right here, our paycheck, this is dream big, okay? Our annual awards, let me show you that tab, because I can't go through all these. There's just not enough time. I do have a training on this annual award. Live the annual life. If you set your mind and your heart and your goal to do annual sales and annual mentor, you will forever change your business, your life, and earn all the trips as well. So annual awards, that's this page, okay, this tab. The next tab is called Leaders Lead. Oh, a leader assessment, giving them some ideas of how they feel in their business. It's kind of a great awakening. It's like, whoa. I don't know if I do follow up as well as I should since I lost Amy, right? I mean, this is really great. And then it goes into lead by example, la, la, la. I did a daily checklist for leaders. Oops, get rid of Amy right there. Just ideas to help you, not set in stone. And then we got some top 10 time management tips. We all need help with that. A few things on leadership skills. Again, I did not create all these documents. But my favorite one is in the dream one, and it's a dream tree, and it came from a Laura Godwin retreat. My favorite. It's such a great document. Leadership qualities, just some great things for your leads and above to get their mind wrapped around their business and feel good about it. Here's how you can do connection calls. Look at my little word connections about growing, right? We all need to start connecting. This is my favorite document though. Numbers needed to promote. How many times do your leaders reach out and go, I'm so close. I don't understand how to do that calculation. This page will teach them how to change their GWV to PRV. 100% locked and loaded. Just if they call you up and ask you, say, pull your document out. Tell me what your number is and I'll tell you what I have. That's how you teach them to fish, right? That's what this book is. I did another document, basic stuff, train your teamie, and that's a 2-page document. Use this or don't. Will not be offended. This does come from me. A new teamie onboarding schedule. I actually use Project Broadcast for mine, and that's okay too. But this is helpful to the new leader. You could even print this off, staple it, put it in an envelope, and send it to your leader. And say, you know what, meet me on Zoom if they don't live local, and let's go over this. That could be your leader's lunch. Or you could set it down and bring more people. Do what you can and use what you've got. My list of 100, right off the Sensi workstation. If you are not constantly changing it up, having a list of 100, you should do this at least once a quarter. I know some of my teamies, my top salesperson in my entire group does this every month. It's a great document, but it's also a great reminder for them to do their list of 100. Here's a tracking sheet my beautiful friend Anna Hughes made for your teamie, and this is called Connection Calls, is where this tab starts. So I run this front and back, okay? Connection Calls. I have trainings on this. These are a few pages of how you get paid. I'm not saying it's all about the money, but when people see the vision and they see this is a real company and a real job and they can make real money, changes their business. They're like, oh, my PRV is only 20%. But on the next page, when it's at 25, I made more. When I bonus, I hit 30. Anyway, it goes all the way through Essential, Certified, Lead, and look at all the way up to Superstar. Look at Director. Shows you how to calculate your income. Again, it's old-fashioned. It's paper. If you want it, use it. You can scan all this and put it in a digital document system, and that would work as well, too. I wanted to have a book for them, so I did. Top 10 tips for great successful connection coaching calls. Remember I talked about this earlier. I think it's called Sandwich Negative with Positive Feedback. I called that the poo-poo sandwich, if you remember. Connection call questions. If you don't know what to say and they don't know how to connect, these are questions that provide awareness, compassion, insight, and gratitude. Guys, this gives them the wings to do big things if you teach them how to do it. Then goes into some ideas, great ways to grow your business. Another document, this did. Great ways to grow your business, that's a couple pages. And last but not least, it talks about Sensi Club. I know a lot of people that do Sensi Club and nothing more. A thing of the compensation plan at their fingertips at all times. They could check if they have this book in their car or in their mobile office, or if they have an actual office, they can have this book right there. Anytime they can check and they go, oh, that's how much we need. Booking conversations, goal tracker, it's all about the bookings, but it gets better. Oh my gosh. Okay, hosting a party, project broadcast sheet, page, next, and then last but not least, the code I'm going to give you. This is the code to the combination of all the forms and all the documents that were shared with me, okay? So there's a little sticker down here. I'm going to read it to you so you don't think I'm taking anybody's information. Thanks to all the Sensi consultants that contributed in creating these documents. The Scentsy community is a wonderful place. So that's what it is. I'm going to send you this. You can reach out to me at a later date or a later time if you'd love to do something like this. But this document, maybe you're like, I just need that to help me. That's okay. Whatever it is, make it work. Okay, I am not seeing comments. Isn't that weird? The next thing I want to talk about before we go into the, Wendy's Book of Secrets. Thank you. So another thing we do is retreats. And I'm going to end with the Scrappy Garland. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm so excited for the make and take. So check it out. Retreats are wonderful. Retreats are a great way to gather, whether you have some people come in for an afternoon at your home or you rent a big home. I'm going to tell you right now, retreats I've attended, I've had some that were training from morning to night and no downtime. I loved that because I got so much. And I'll remember my first retreat I went to, Laura Garland. She's the best. She's the one that did this dream tree. Can I show you this dream tree? If you look at this document, My Dream, it's in the first thing behind the paycheck in that dream tree. That was the first time I sat at a retreat and filled out a document and absolutely fell in love with things I need to overcome, things I need to achieve. It was really interesting. So take time, whether you do it over Zoom or you share this leader book or you share the files or take some out, use what you can and do what you can with it. So anyway, her retreat, she gave me a workbook. I took it home. It was something like this, a whole other book. I thought that's the coolest thing. I had visuals that I could go back and look to for inspiration for trainings, inspiration for everything. It was so inspiring to me. So I did a retreat before, but I'm like, oh no. So then I was asked to do another retreat with Anna Hughes, Melissa Gratz, Rachel Pence, Jenna Dett, Steffi Marlborough, and Andy Teeter. And it was so much fun in Florida. We took all the plans and all the times. So when you start these retreats, you're like, what is important? Location? Where can most people go? Price? How many people are going to attend? And if you're going to do it overnight, you need to have something that sleeps. Enough people and enough bathrooms. We are women. I'm going to say that again. Make sure. We did have the best time. Do you consider leaders in your direct reports? Yes. My leaders or anybody leading above. Those are my leaders. I have my directors and above, but my leaders for my leaders lunch, I want them to get those wings, understand their business, and how to promote and numbers needed to promote from lead and above. Leaders lunch to me is lead and above. So now you've got this location of this retreat. You're like, let's go to Florida, right? Laura Godwin's amazing. And then you need someone to be the treasurers, take all the money, because you have to charge for this, right? You've got to rent the house. We've got to do food. It's a lot of planning, and you've got to have people lined up to help you in this moment. The first retreat I did was local. We drove down the street here in Palm Springs. Hubby and I hung some signs up, some inspirational messages, and it was called the Dream, the Believe, and Achieve Retreat. I had 3 speakers. One spoke on dreaming, one spoke on believing, and one, I think it was Orville and Heidi back at the time. They called in for the belief one. That was the part that they did, and it was just so special. Do you need to have that? No. Does it make it a little more valid? Yes. Does it give you a break? It does. So having speakers lots of times, the home office will help as well, for sure. Laura is here. See? Laura, you changed my life with retreats. You changed my life. I will forever go to a Laura Godwin retreat. So you're interested in having, how do you get an invite? In attending a retreat. Now, most of them do it for like their groups or their divisions. You know, the retreats are awesome. I was actually allowed to attend Laura Godwin's retreat. I made a decision on a Tuesday during the pandemic to leave Thursday morning. They had a spot, they had an opening. I got in, And it's forever changed my life. So there's not always openings. Most of the time, you're superstar director or you're director, or if you want to do one yourself. It doesn't have to be a certain title. It could be just a retreat to sit around and talk and gain inspiration. It could be a retreat to go over all the apps that we use in our business. Someone will show Canva over here. Somebody else will talk about Project Broadcast. It could be just a learning one-on-one hands-on retreat. It could be a retreat where we sit by the pool. One day, our retreat went to Disney. So you just got to decide what you want, but most importantly, find a location, make sure you want to do it training, fun, half and half. Get a treasurer to handle the money. The planning is so important. Decide what you want to do. That's what I can tell you about retreats. I did the one local to me. Also, the speakers kind of coordinated. It was so much fun. But really, that dream tree, Laura, that you, at your first retreat, changed my life. I love the retreat. Oh, yes, Kelly Rashaw. I love that girl. She does so many, and she's so good at it. I remember being at Laura Godwin's retreat with Kelly while she was planning her next one. She usually has a theme around it. So it's like country or... I can't think of all the themes that she's done, but she usually gets a theme as well. Do you have to go all and do that with a theme? No. You can do it simple. You can have everyone bring something and they all meet on a Friday night and you stay over one night. Do what you can and work with what you've got. Yes, I totally look up to Laura Godwin. Woo, 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 woo. Wasn't it amazing, Carrie? Yeah, those retreats. And it doesn't even matter if it's your leader, if you get invited, go. If you go. There is nothing like having that connection with Scentsy people. Oh, Taylor, I love that. So now it's time to talk about the make and take because it was the best night of my life. So I'm going to read some stuff of the make and take, and then I'm actually going to show you how to tie the garland. So here is the actual make and take. Stacy Sanchu got me into this. We did it at the retreat that she had in Idaho, and this was really kind of fun, and so she made a little QR code. So I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to drop it in the file in here too. Added retreat on my vision board. I love that you have a vision board, sorry. Okay, so first and foremost, what you do is you go to the Hobby Lobby or wherever, and I'm just reading it so you can see the visual, but I want you to understand it. Remember, everybody learns differently, okay? And this is so important to make this make and take. The first one I chose jersey material, and it kind of rolled. So you're best to do this basic cotton, basic material. And if you can find it on sale at Hobby Lobby or a fabric store, even better. You purchase 5 different coordinating fabrics. As you can see, we did this plaid, we did a yellow, we pulled an orange in, Stacy and I did this, then we had the plaid that kind of pulled it all together, and another one. I kind of like the fact that 2 are printed and 2 are solid. I know that's kind of OCD, but that's what happened. And then you've got to get this jute twine that comes like this, okay? So, first of all, you purchase 5 different coordinating fabrics at 1/4 yard each and 1 roll of jute twine. Cut the strips into 1.5 inch long strips and then cut in half. There's a little QR code to teach you how to cut it. Your strip should look like this, okay, about this size. See how big I am? They were, first of all, twice as big. Stacy and I, upon cutting these garments, forgot to cut it in half. We thought we didn't have enough on Friday night for our make and take. So this is really cute. I prepared this ahead of time for them, and it just made the experience more fun. Was it a lot of work for Stacy and I cutting that day? It was, but it was super neat. So this is what it should look like, your make and take strip at the end. Also cut the ends off of the strip. Sometimes it's got that little band of the end of the fabric or something. Watch the how-to video right here on how to cut the strips with the rotary. Fold fabrics in half. Doug? Okay, I'm going to show you. So this is what, he's going to be behind me, the Scrappy Garland looks like. This is what it ended up, hold on honey, I'm going to show them. This is what it ended up looking like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to tie a tie. Meeting you. Oh, Connie. I love you, Connie. So, are you ready? Okay, hubby is going to hold this here and hold this here. I need to get to a spot, so you got to go up a little higher, honey. Say just like that. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to make it like this so you can see. So, go a tiny bit lower. Here is your piece of fabric. It says, fold fabric in the fabric strips. Remember, this is how big they are. If you follow the instructions, fold it in half. It says loop it over. Do you see how I'm doing that? I'm going to show you a little closer. I just looped it over, okay? Just looped it over the twine. Then I took the fabric from behind and just simply pulled it through. Did you see that? It was nothing. Okay, I love that it's kind of scrappy. It's called Scrappy. It could be a tie. Now, some people like, that's what it looks like, is like a little tie. So you fold it over and then you tighten it. Can you do it tighter? Yeah. See the difference of it being a knot or a tie? It is really that simple. But together, when it comes together, isn't it so cute? I'm trying to show you how cute it is. So, who wants to make Scrappy? You want to take that off, honey? Who wants to make Scrappy Garland? They are so fun. So what we did is we charged $20. Again, this is not something you put out there on social media. You charge $20. And then we had dinner brought in too. And they loved it. So ahead of time, I knew how many were going to do it because I said, everyone paid 20. So we had like, say, 15 garlands we had to cut. Guys, that's a lot of fabric. Her and I were both cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting. But what was so fun was, now I get to put this across my Scentsy wall or something. I get to hang this up, and it's a great memory. It's cute to decorate. I would try to get together with people right now and do a Christmas one. Gather your teamies. If you want to do it where they buy a 6-pack of ours and make the Scrappy Garland, maybe it's going to be $45 for them to come, and you do all the supplies and you pick out the 5 colors. Easy. Everybody does the same. Let's make it simple. Then you tie them together like so. We just put all the pieces, right? Everybody got how much? Leave enough room on the tie to be able to, oh, it says leave enough room on the end of the twine to be able to hang the garland. I can't remember how many pieces. Hopefully Stacy can remind me. Well, I'm going to count while we're here right now. I think it was like everybody got 8 or something, or 12 pieces of this material. And you can see, we just tied the twine. We measured the twine by going arm's length. See my arms? Arm's length. So I took the ball of the twine and said, oh, let me do it arm's length. And then I cut it as many people that we had. Gosh, I hope this is really helping you. But isn't this fun? We all sat around and we all ate dinner and made these garlands. And then they got a little crazy. I don't know if you saw my social media. Go peek. They started dancing. Some girls had this around their head. They said they loved that more than anything I've done. Leader's Lunch, knowledge. Knowledge is power. DIY Scrappy Garland is fun. It's fun for your friends. It's fun for your family. It's fun for your teamies. I just want everyone to get scrappy and make Scrappy Garland. Ha! Thanks, Doug. So, I think I've given you a lot of information, a lot of ways to connect, a lot of ways to build that team culture or get back that team culture. It's time, guys. It's time to connect. It's time to love once again, and it's time to be together. You could even do this on Zoom, like I was saying earlier. You could mail this, cut it out, mail it to the people, and you guys all get online and all start. Someone shows the visual how to tie it, and then you guys all start tying and talking, and then at the end, you guys all take a picture. Oh, how fun. Now I need to build my team. Katie? Yes, girl. Yes, girl. You do. You do. She's one of my newer teamies. So proud of you. So remember, connect, grow, love, cultivate kindness, share your heart, use your gifts, but but most importantly, connect with each and every person on your team. I promise. I'm going to try to plan. Oh, Scrappy. You said Scrubby? It does get a little linty. Scrappy Garlands. Yes, I went to Hobby Lobby and picked these colors. And Stacy was like, find the ones on sale, right? That's always great too. So much stuff to take away. You never disappoint. Oh, Stephanie. So happy. So I am now going to share this about the Scrappy Garland. I'm going to share my QR code of all the documents that were a combination of everybody and all the stuff that I've been to and some of mine. Remember, this is a combination of lots of amazing people and even another direct sales company. So don't think that Wendy created all these forms. I just put it together in a book that made sense to train and share. I'm here for you. Reach out if anything you need, because this truly is my passion in this business. And last but not least, life is not a dress rehearsal, guys. It's not. It's not. Curtain is up. You are on stage. Now, what are you going to do? Let's make this the best season ever. We have 2 more paychecks before the end of the year, before Christmas. Merry Christmas if I don't get to see you or talk to you. And I hope to see everybody at Leadership. I'll be there. Everybody on an incentive trip. Everybody at World Tour. I'm sure I'll be attending a couple. But most importantly, Wendy Heath-Newgass here, signing off for the day. I love you big. Bye, friends.